Okay, do you think it's cold in here because of the windows or because of the brick wall? I think it's
I don't know.
because of the brick wall, right?
I don't know.
I would think.
Like, put your hand up against the brick wall and see if it's cold.
It's a brick wall.
Okay. Well, you also got to remember that there's somebody else's apartment on the other side of that. It's not. It doesn't go to like the outside of the building. You know. That's just my opinion, though.
I don't know.
Why is this still processing? Jesus.
Because
All right.
of Jesus.
So Audacity is going in the background, so that's fine. We can still record our conversation, assuming we say something funny. I'll just put that up as bonus footage or whatever. But as far as the game footage is concerned, we're just gonna go ahead and I disabled the mic for that, so all it is just gonna be footage, and we're gonna have everything muted. Can the green bar go all the way to the end, please?
No.
Slim Shady. Will the real Slim Shady please step forward? Or wait, how's the song go?
Please stand up.
Okay, whatever. My name is... You can tell that's like the only fucking Eminem song that I know.
Clearly you don't even know that one.
Didn't he do two of those where he did Slim Shady and then like my name? Wait, is that this?
Spaghetti.
What?
Mom's spaghetti.
So there's
Is it the same or no?
I don't know. Actually.
The one song by Slim Shady or by goddamn it by Eminem.
Please stand up. Please stand up.
All right, cool. The green bar's done. All right, cool. Let's go ahead. Bam. Again, because there's no audio on the thing, just go straight into it. Switch to my profile. Cool. Loading up. And now I have to play up until the part where I get to the fucking train station.
Oh, true.
Man.
This will be in the same spot.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, again. So, all right. Are you on board with dropping the whole fucking versus bullshit and just doing a co-op?
That's fine.
All right. Because rather than working against each other, we can just work together, you know?
That's so romantic.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's like, I feel like it would be appropriate to do a versus after she's already gone through it at least once, so she's not, like, blind.
Yeah.
You know?
I also want to enjoy the game, too, for what it's worth. It's hard to do, like a speed run of a game that you've never played before.
Yeah.
That goes for both of us.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, but you haven't played specifically.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. All right. God damn it with this asshole. I don't like how they're making me... they're forcing me to fight this kid.
Fight this child.
Did you know... Did you like how I'm all decked out in purple? Even my hat? Oh, I just realized I got a purple t-shirt. I probably should have got like a black t-shirt. Like the purple hoodie over... Because the purple on purple does not look... You know what? I'm gonna get a purple... I'm gonna get a black t-shirt.
I want a different dress color, but I like my navy and pink that I got.
There's clothing stores scattered throughout the entire game. It's not just the
first ones.
yeah. And it's also super expensive, by the way. It's very expensive. Yo, Tyler, I don't know if you remember this because I don't know if you spent the money on it, but in-game currency, not real money, so probably in X and Y when that first came out. Do you remember the boutique at Lumio City where like one fucking t-shirt was like $100,000? You don't remember that? As soon as I beat the game and I had the money for it, I marched straight to that boutique and I bought that fucking t-shirt, and that's all I wore. I never changed my clothes after I got that t-shirt. It was $100,000 well spent. I said, fuck yes.
Gimme.
Yeah, it was.
What's Pokemon currency even called? Because I'm assuming
I'm pretty sure they call it Poké Dollars.
Okay.
God damn it.
Cool.
I'm curious if people are gonna, cause like I'm recording this audio kind of in real time. Oh wait, what am I doing? To my footage, but I'm gonna mute this footage, and then splice it together on the separate track. On the separate track, but oh god damn it! Oh well. Well, shit. You know what? You didn't grab it, so I'm not gonna grab it. Wait, no, go around.
Huh? Didn't you grab it for me?
I did, but there's 2 items.
Oh.
Because one of them was out of the way and the other one was on the way. So I grabbed the one that was on the way, but I didn't grab the one that was out of the way. So I hope it's nothing serious.
On the way.
And I also skipped a trainer because I skipped a trainer because like that's just free EXP right there. The problem is we're gonna have to double back and come back and fight her, or at least I'm going to, as soon as I get my my team members.
Team boys.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got a low dad.
Are you playing as you right now? Or are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing as me. So I need to get to the train station.
Why do you have the Scorpion?
Cause my starter is a Charmander, so I picked the fire type so I could hit the fire type.
Gotcha.
I could have picked the other one to force my rival to have the other starter, and then I would have the type advantage. But
True.
that was back when we were planning on doing a versus, and I wanted to like not have an unfair advantage. You know, you picked Score Bunny by default, so that's what we picked on your profile.
All right.
So we were just swapping out the one Score Bunny for a different Score Bunny, but me, I have a fire starter from Kanto. This is Galar, and I picked the fire starter so that way my rival would have his starter, and then Leon would have his starter. Just, I don't know. I was just trying to be fair.
Yes.
I could have went unfair, but I didn't.
Accurate. Tell me.
Accurate towing. Who was the towing company that towed my car when I almost got arrested that day on my birthday?
Shit.
I think the only reason that cop didn't arrest me was because it was my birthday.
Probably.
Yeah, and also the charges were not serious. Like, I wasn't, like, doing anything illegal.
Yeah, it's not like you were drunk or anything.
No, it was like, I was coming home from work, you know?
What was wrong? It was just expired, right? Your license?
No,
Your
alright.
sticker was expired, wasn't it?
No.
Wait.
What happened is that was the time that I dropped my old insurance company and got a new insurance company.
Oh, yeah.
But according to the state of Illinois, they didn't know that I had switched insurances, which is stupid, by the way, because it's the government. They know this shit.
You got all your money back for that, right?
No,
Oh, you didn't?
I'm still shortchanged about $300 from the city of DeKalb.
What the fuck? Bullshit.
Everybody that I talk to says I should take them to court. But then I'm probably going to spend more on court costs that I'm going to get because they only owe me $300, you know. I dropped almost $1,000 on that whole ordeal, and I got most of it back with the exception of that $300 from the towing company.
That's some bullshit.
I got my court stuff back. I got my fees back because I was able to prove it in a court of law that I was not driving without insurance. I actually did have insurance. Heck, I had 2 insurances for 15 days.
Heck,
You know?
heck.
So it's just bullshit that like, because I stopped paying my old insurance company and I told them I was dropping them in favor for a different company. And so they knew I was switching companies and they knew I was going to get a new insurance. The new insurance that I got just never bothered to go to the state of Illinois and be like, hey, this guy's covered. We got him now. He's no longer with the other guys. They didn't bother to do that. My old insurance company started bitching and moaning to the state of Illinois, and they're like, "Wah, he didn't pay his car insurance. He's driving without insurance. You should suspend his license." And they did, because the state of Illinois thought I didn't have insurance, which I did. I had 2 insurances, like I said, for 15 days.
Yeah.
And the other one expired because I stopped paying them. But I had the other one ready to go, and it was already set up, and I was paying them. I paid for my one insurance. That was like $170 right there. Then I had my new insurance, which was like $90 or whatever. So it was like I paid almost $300 for 2 insurances for 15 days. You know, it was bullshit. You know.
Yeah.
And then when the coverage lapsed, the state of Illinois threw a fucking hissy fit. But like I said, I had 2 insurances for like 15 days. And that apparently wasn't enough for the state of Illinois, and the state of Illinois fucking threw the book at me. And then I went to court, and the judge was like, "Oh, driving without insurance. Did you have insurance?" I'm like, "Yes, Your Honor. I'm able to prove it. I have records saying that I had, like I said, 2 insurances for 15 days. I told him exactly what happened. I was like, I was trying to switch from one insurance company to another because my one insurance was charging me way too much, and these other guys that came in were like, hey, if you switch to us, we'll give you this rate as opposed to the other rate. I'm like, cool. And then he was like, oh, so for 15 days you had two insurances? And I said, yes. And I showed him all the paperwork. I showed him my receipts. I showed him my bank statements that the money did come out of my account, and it was addressed to whoever what the new insurance was and the old insurance. And it was like...
He's like, why are you even here?
And I told him, I was like, I was coming home from work on my birthday, and I'm pretty sure the only reason why the officer didn't arrest me was because it was my birthday, and also the charge wasn't that serious, even though driving without insurance is super illegal.
Well, like, you could have shown him very easily.
But I pulled out my insurance card and I showed it to the officer. And he was like, he didn't even do that bullshit where he's like, you know why I pulled you over? The second I roll down the window, he gets up to my car and he's like, sir, do you know you're driving on a suspended license? I'm like, what? I was like, no, my license is current. And he goes, why is it suspended? And then he tells me, it was like, oh, you're driving without insurance, and that's why it's suspended. I'm like, wait, what? And then I told him the same thing. I said I had two insurances actually at the moment. I just dropped one of them because I was switching from one company to another. And he goes, do you have your insurance card? And I showed him my insurance card, and he's like, you know what? Just because I'm an asshole, I'm still gonna write you a ticket, tow your car, and you're gonna have to find somebody to pick you up on the side of the highway. By the way, this was on the side of the road in, like, I believe Cortland, Illinois, off Illinois 38. And I said, that's when I called you. I was like, hey babe, I'm about to get arrested. Would you come pick my ass up?
Where was I at home that day? Or?
You were home, yeah. Okay. It was my birthday like 2 years ago. This is that year that we went to Wisconsin on that road trip. Oh, yeah. That was the same year. That's why I couldn't drive, and you had to be the designated driver. Yeah. You know? That's right. And I will admit,
Jeremiah was fucking zoinked out in the back.
Oh, yeah, no, and he gave me those edibles, man. I was completely blitzed. It was awesome. And remember he gave me that half an edible? I told him, I've had edibles before, and he was like, well, you've never had this stuff before. I'm like, well, yeah, I haven't.
Never had the stuff that apparently you took Friday night.
Yeah, I blacked out and I had a huge hangover, but he's like, you've never had this before, and because you've never had it before, I'm only gonna give you half. And I'm like, all right. I took half of it, and I didn't feel anything. It was like an hour and a half went by, and I was like, hey Jeremiah, I don't feel that edible, and it's been like an hour and a half. Can I have the other half? And he goes, sure. And then like maybe 2 minutes after I put the other half in my mouth and I ate it, I started to feel the first half, and I was like, oh no. And like, instead of being like, because usually when you're taking an edible, you're high for like 8 hours. I was fucked up for like maybe 16 hours. Like, I got double the fucking dose because like it hit me in waves, and I'm like, oh shit. I was, dude, you know, you were there that day. You knew I was gone. I didn't sober up until like 5 o'clock in the morning that night. But by that point, we were already in the hotel room asleep because the water park closed.
I know. I forgot her fucking...
God, how do you fucking do that? You know? And they wouldn't let her in the hotel without her ID, so we had to have it fucking photocopied and sent to us. It's like, Gloria, I love you, but goddamn.
Which is a little dumb if you think about it, because it's like...
We're leaving state. We went from Chicago to fucking the Dells in the middle of Wisconsin. We crossed over state lines. Why the fuck would you not bring your ID? You know, God forbid you wanted to get some beer or something, or like... I was messed up. I mean, it doesn't matter if I was messed up or not. I couldn't drive because my thing was suspended. It didn't get...
We're also all adults. Like, how does it not look... We don't look like kids. So...
I don't know, man. It was fucking bullshit. But yeah, no, she left her ID at home, and we had, I think it was her mom, or was it her mom, or was it Jeremiah's mom that had to take a picture of it and fax it to us or some shit?
Yeah, somebody.
Man.
I'm just glad they accepted that, because...
Next time we leave state and like we're doing something like out of...
They also didn't clarify that we needed an ID.
Yeah.
So there was nowhere in like the rule book or whatever I read, the list of rules they sent me, with the confirmation email, it said, no, as far as I remember, it didn't say anything.
Okay, so I had my ID, you had your ID, Jeremiah had his ID. All of us got wristbands for alcohol and shit. Did she not get a wristband for alcohol or no?
I don't
remember.
She also didn't drink though.
I know. I got that fucking like what was it, like $60 margarita?
Yeah.
Yeah. Best. It was a $60 margarita. I'm not fucking kidding.
And the cup is still sitting in the back of your car.
No, I think I threw it away. It was shattered into a million pieces.
Oh.
Thank God it wasn't glass.
Yeah.
Yo, but you spend $60 for the first glass and it was like $15 per refill. I was like, fuck that, and I got it. And it was delicious. I think all of us got different flavored margaritas because Jeremiah got the red one and then I got the blue one and I think you got the green one, right? Or no?
I have no idea. I got a small one. I remember that.
Oh, okay. You didn't get the big one?
No.
It was awesome.
And then we got pizza.
Yeah.
Got food.
They gave us free pizza, free Wisconsin pizza.
You missed out that.
Dude, yeah, you were supposed to come with on that trip.
Yeah, I had to work though, unfortunately.
It'd be like
I requested off of that, man.
Well, it was like getting sent out to work, so it's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It's not like.
So is it like, are you like a plumber or something where like you're constantly on call and like your phone rings and it's like the scene from Rick and Morty where like they get the phone call from the president, it's like failure to answer this call is a federal offense or some shit, you know?
Yeah, I'm technically always on call, but like I get like a couple days to actually get to the work site.
Yeah. Yeah, because obviously you're not going to get there in like, an hour. It's going to take you some time because you have to go to O'Hare or whatever airport you go from.
Schedule flights and everything. But yeah, probably the near.
Do they pay for your flight or do you have to pay for that out of pocket?
Oh no, they pay for it.
Okay, thank God. It would suck,
they pay
dude.
For the flight, for the hotel and everything, the rental car.
The rental car, man.
Yeah, they give me per diem.
Don't you have to be like 25 for a rental car though?
I thought it was 26.
Fuck, I don't know.
I don't either.
I just turned 26 and I have no idea if I can get a rental car or not.
I've
I've never had to get a rental car. I've always had my car.
Like you can get a rental car under 25, but I think there's like an extra surcharge for it.
Ugh.
Gross.
Isn't it 21 for a hotel room? Because like that was the year. This was my birthday 2 years ago, so I was turning 24, right?
Yeah.
Was it my 24th or 25th birthday? I don't remember. It wasn't this year, so it was last year. Yeah, no, I was turning 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 25, not 24. What am I thinking about?
We wanted to go this year, but we couldn't.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I would love to go this year, but fucking pandemic bullshit,
Hopefully everything clears up and we can go next year.
Hopefully.
Yeah. The 5 of us this time instead of just the 4 of us. The more people that go, the less expensive it is because it's instead of divvying it by.
No, not really. It's only a little bit less expensive.
Yeah.
Because they
But it's
charge-
divvied instead of 4 people. It's
No,
divvied by
but they
5.
charge you for the extra person.
Man.
I know.
Oh, that's why they wanted to hit us for Gloria's ID.
Well, maybe.
We can all just sleep in one big bed.
Is this thing even still going? It is. All right, Jesus Christ. Because I have Elgato opened up on top of Audacity, but I have Audacity going in the background. It's been years since I used Audacity, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to export this. Probably. Just gotta hit the button.
The audacity.
The audacity of this bitch. The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Okay, I stole that joke from Facebook, so...
Yeah, I've seen that, but it's still amusing.
There was a joke that I told the lady at, Cause, like, you remember I told you when she was unhooking me from the machine and, like, they didn't give me my fluids?
Yeah, like you said, like an hour ago.
What?
Yeah, that you mentioned it like an hour ago.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, I didn't mention it on recording. So, she just didn't want to talk to me. But then I was just like, I get up off the bed, and I start putting, like, my hoodie on and stuff. Like, before I put on my hoodie, I had to put on my sleeve, obviously, because I didn't want to bleed all over my hoodie.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was just like, oh, yeah, that's right, my sleeve. And I go to pull it out of my pocket, and she's like, oh, that's smart. I'm like, oh, all right, now you want to talk to me. And I was just like, yeah, my work gives me these for free. I just slip it on over my arm, use it as, like, a sort of, like, makeshift maxi pad instead of my hoodie. And she starts bursting out laughing, and she's like, ha maxi pad. I'm like, yeah. And then I was just like...
She probably didn't want to talk to you because you're like, am I supposed to get all of that? Don't talk to me, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah. But yeah, no, she was not having my shit. But then I was like, all of a sudden, I crack one joke about maxi pads, and she's fucking on the floor laughing, and I'm like, all right, you know. And then I was like, I stole that joke from Pulp Fiction. It was they had those like white towels, and they're wiping down the car, and he's just like. It was fucking John Travolta, and he's like trying to absorb all the blood from Marvin. Oh man, I think I shot Marvin in the face. The fuck you do that for? I don't know, man. Gun just went off.
Let's go.
All right, babe. We got options tonight for you said you want to watch the movie tonight, but like, all right, we got options. We can either watch Blade 2 like we were gonna. We can watch Pulp Fiction, or we can watch Terminator.
Pulp Fiction.
I got Pulp Fiction on the brain.
First of all, I said maybe.
Aw, man. I don't want to watch a movie.
I'm still sick.
Well, all you gotta do is just sit there on the couch.
Yeah, but I have to wear my glasses.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are you unable to wear your glasses when you're sick?
I have a headache, so
Okay.
wearing glasses doesn't help the headache.
I got a headache, too.
Maybe you should just lay down early.
Man, I've been laying down all day.
That's what happens when you have the day off.
Whoa.
Tomorrow I'm going to be... God knows what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So, my Spider-Man told me why they're not having people at Building 3. And I think it's BS. The superintendent of the...
BS.
The superintendent of the building, I'm not going to say the guy's name, but he noticed that Building 1 and Building 2 is having like lots and lots of cases of the pandemic. And all of the recorded cases of the pandemic at Building 1 and Building 2 were all coming from the people like me. So
that's why I'm sick, because you brought it from work.
No. I was at Building 3 for 6 months. What the heck?
Travels, bitch.
Whatever. I only go to Building 2 like very seldomly. Grab this while I'm at it.
Like, do you even need a revive in this game, for fuck's sake? Like, it's
Just cuz.
Yeah. Now thinking about it, it's like, this game is interesting because, like, you know, like, the actual, like, main campaign is basically easier than ever, but then you have, like, the super challenges of the fucking Dynamax raids. So it's, like, easier but also harder.
TM40, Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Taylor Swift has so many hits because Swift never misses.
Yeah, it does. It has. Oh yeah, from when I blacked out Friday night. Yeah. Here, go ahead and put it up to the microphones. It's people when I was blacked out.
You might want to turn it up.
I legit, I had way too much to drink and smoke on Friday night. I blacked out around 10:30. I don't know what time this was recorded.
If they could have a guy named Usain Bolt running in the Olympics, I feel like Taylor Swift is absolutely appropriate for the job. Like, if they could have a fucking weather person named Gail Weathers, or no, a news reporter, this fucking Courtney Cox from Scream, her name was Gail Weathers, but she was not the weather person though, she was a reporter. She made the joke that she should be a weather reporter, but she wasn't. She was a reporter. It was the boyfriend the whole movie. There.
I love you, honey. There.
Again, like I said, I blacked out. I have no memory of that.
Bro, he was so high.
I was so messed up, yeah. Dude, you have no idea. It's like I woke up the next morning so hungover, and I was just
so
like,
confused. You're like, what happened last night? Like,
yeah, I left notes on the fridge, and I was just like, all right.
You wrote fucking Parmesan equals Coke.
It's like, did I try to snort Parmesan cheese like it was cocaine last
I
night?
have no idea. He made mac and cheese, grilled cheese.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that. I'm surprised I didn't burn the house down.
That's what you were making in the video, and you were like, what am I making? Like, you don't remember? You were so excited about it, and you're like, no, I'm like mac and cheese, grilled cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely just have no memory of that. Like I said, the last thing that I remember was I was calling my brother on the phone asking him for a ride because like I was still okay enough where I was just like, all right, look, I'm gonna make the decision right now where I am way too messed up to drive, but I'm gonna call my brother and ask him for a ride. And then after I hung up the phone with my brother, it just cuts to black. Like that's where my memory stops.
We had a very long conversation about like the time frame because he could not seem to grasp the time frame. Because I called him when I got out of work, which was after.
Ask Gloria, Jesus.
Well, I haven't been able to talk to her. I told you what I knew, and you don't believe me, so I doubt you're gonna believe Gloria. Anyway, they must have already.
Broadcasting.
Because when I called you, it sounded like you were getting in the car to go take Andrew home.
Alright, I'm probably gonna head out after we do this, so is this the last trade we need to do?
I just bumped the mic. Yes, this is the last of it.
Okay.
Because we did the 12 to you, so that way you had them. And then we got the 6 to Haley, so now we're on the home stretch. This is the last 6.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm getting kind of tired.
Yeah.
I hardly slept all last night.
Yeah, I had that same problem.
slept.
I got up like once every 2 hours to go pee in the middle of the night. I was like, really? I was like, I went to bed around 1 a.m. 3 a.m. I got up to go pee. No, I peed at 1 a.m. when I went to bed. And I was like, all right, I peed. I should be good. Go to bed. Wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Had to pee again. I was like, all right, this shit again. Went back to bed. 5 a.m. Same fucking bullshit. I had to pee. I was like, come on. I just want to go to sleep. You know, crawl back into bed. 7 a.m. I'm like, God damn it. I don't know if you saw me at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then I think 7 o'clock is the last time I peed, I think.
I was dead weight to the world, so I don't know.
Alright, well.
I really don't know.
You know, so my online dating experience is a lot of people calling me daddy and a lot of choking people. So I'm basically Darth Vader at this point. Honestly. It's like, when I was a kid, I probably wanted to be Darth Vader, but I never thought it would be like this. And also, I'm tall and I have a deep voice, so it's like, I'm actually Darth Vader all around.
Dude, if James Earl Jones ever croaks it, you'd be next in line for Darth Vader. Speaking of James
David
Earl
Prowse.
Jones and Darth Vader. Yeah, David Prowse, man. God damn. Fucking rest in peace, dude.
He used to come home with the Force.
Yeah. I like how they've had, like, I didn't know this for the longest time, but there was actually a fourth dude that was Darth Vader during the original trilogy. Because obviously they had James Earl Jones just for the voice. That's all he did was just the voice. David Prowse as the body. And then they had Sebastian fucking what's his name?
Stan.
No, not him. As the face when they took his mask off. And like apparently they swapped out David Prowse for the other guy just for his face when they were showing him from like the neck up.
Why do they have so many guys for one dude?
Yeah, right?
Like, what's the point of
But,
that?
yo, check this out. Because David Prowse was really old, especially back in the 70s, they had a different dude, I don't remember what his name was, just for the stunts. Like, when Darth Vader was just standing there minding his own business, that was David Prowse. But when he was in, like, the middle of a lightsaber duel doing the stunts and stuff, that was the stunt dude. I was like, holy shit. So they had 4 people as Darth Vader.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
That's weird. That's a lot of people.
That's cool. Unfortunately, we are down 1 person for Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, more like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I don't
Rest
know.
in peace. Now all we need is just get rid of Hayden Christensen. No, I kid. He's a cool dude. He's actually a really good actor outside of Star Wars because...
Outside of
No, look at this. Okay, so the other movies that he was in was not directed by George Lucas. And, like, people say that the Star Wars movies that was done by George Lucas were, like, really piss poor done just because, like... Okay, so the only ones that he did...
George Lucas create Star Wars?
He did.
Yeah.
What?
He did A New Hope. He didn't direct Empire Strikes Back
Irvin
or...
Kershner directed Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, that was also the same dude that did RoboCop 2.
But everyone loved A New Hope.
Now,
Yeah.
because it's part of our childhood.
Yeah.
And then he did, I don't remember who did Return of the Jedi, but it was not George Lucas. He did Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, all back to back.
Yeah.
And they were all directed by him. and that's part of the reason why the original trilogy gets the prequel trilogy gets so much shit is because they were done by George Lucas, and you look at the stilted acting and shit. But then you go to Hayden Christensen's other movies that weren't done by George Lucas. He had that Shattered Glass movie, and he also had a movie, ironically enough, called The High Ground. And everybody's like, yeah, no, see? I'm not fucking full of shit. Look it up. It was a movie called The High Ground. It was done in like 2003, 2 years before Revenge of the Sith. It was starring Hayden Christensen, and it was called The High Ground or some shit like that. And then, like, years later, people found out about that because they were, like, Googling Hayden Christensen or some shit. And it's just like, wow, he had the high ground the whole time and still lost. But, yeah, no, Shattered Glass was really good. High Ground was really good. And then, like, fucking Star Wars was shit, you know?
Yeah, it's like the, it's like... Just a lot of, like, it's like, Star Wars has some pretty, like, stilted dialogue in general, but, the prequels were kind of the worst offenders about that.
Honestly, Revenge of the Sith was fine, except for one scene. And aside from that one scene, what?
Sorry, from here, that Pokemon, because I'm blind, from here it looks like Plankton wearing a flower head. Because I'm so blind.
It is a grass type.
What is it? Oh,
it's a Colossal flower.
I mean, it's cute.
It turns into Eldegoss, which is cool. Plankton.
It does.
Secret formula, Mr. Krabs.
Like Plankton trying to put on a wig and be like, hello, I'm female.
This sounds like something he would do to his hologram wife. Karen. And of course she's a Karen, too. Yo, but instead of being one of those crazy Karens, she's actually somewhat nice. Which is weird, because it's a computer.
True.
You're a fucking computer. No, Jason, you're not cute. You're like a very human person.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like, if I ever get replaced with, like, a fucking, like, Terminator, like, doppelganger, like, you'll be able to notice immediately.
Probably.
Does not compute. Affirmative. Target acquired. What? You can't say shit like affirmative. You got wait. How does the scene go? I've watched Terminator 2 1,000 times. I don't remember that scene.
Dan could say it to you word for word.
What? Yeah, I know he can. Yeah. When me and Dan were hanging out on Black Friday, I didn't get messed up with Dan. I got messed up after because we went Black Friday shopping, and then like right around like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I go pick up my buddy, and all we were doing was drinking and smoking for like 4.5 hours until I blacked out.
There's got to be like one fucking random person who loyally watches your channel who doesn't know you in real life, and he's just like,
"What? He got
your social life for all the shit you say you're doing."
He's like, "What? He got high on Black Friday?" Well, yeah.
He's like,
what else am I gonna do on Black Friday? Not get high? But yeah, no, I was doing nothing but drinking and smoking for like 4.5 hours with Andrew, watched a little bit of Rick and Morty, and then at some point we went to the dispensary, and I don't remember what he bought, but he told me how much it was, and I was like, wait, what? You bought that for this much? This shit that I bought was like $30, you know? And it's the shit from the dispensary, you know? Yo, and the dispensary is like across the street from my work. I was like, can you imagine finding that out? I was like, Andrew hops in the car, I was like, all right, we're gonna go to the dispensary. I'm like, oh, cool, all right. He hops in his shotgun, and he was like, all right, turn down the street, and he's like, he's guiding me to the dispensary because he knows where it is off the top of his head. And I was like, holy shit, this place is across the street from my work, you know? And people who know where I work are like, oh, hey, cool, and now I know where you work because you said, oh, it's across the street from the dispensary. Like, yeah, but I never said what dispensary.
You know what's funny? When you were high that day, I was trying to call, when I called you after I got out of work, I was trying to ask you where the fuck you were because I knew you were outside, but you wouldn't answer my question. I was like, where are you? And you're like, I'm a responsible adult. I'm doing the right thing. I'm like, okay, but that doesn't answer my question, honey. Where are you?
It's because I knew I couldn't drive. I was like,
but you didn't tell me that. You're just like, I'm doing the responsible thing as an adult. I'm getting a designated driver. I'm like, okay, that doesn't answer my question. You're repeating what you just said does not answer my question.
Okay, but look, you gotta understand, I was fucked up. I had no...
I know, but you didn't want to answer my question. I was like,
no, it's not that.
I heard Gloria's voice. I'm like, are you with Gloria? And you're like, look, responsible thing. Like, honey, just tell me what's going on.
Like, I'm so glad that Gloria was sober for that, because, like, she can answer any question that you had, and was just like, did you guys do anything? Like, and she'd be like, no, I just drove this friend home. Yeah, that's everything.
I don't think Gloria's ever been high in her life.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared the hell out of me. Alright, okay, alright. Press the start button. Cool, got all my stuff. Alright. Alright, save the game. All the small things.
True care.
Alright, okay, so now...
Surprises let me know she cares.
She left me roses by the stairs.
Say it ain't so, I will not go.
Hey, babe, by the way, that night when I was really messed up, did I start listening to What Is Love like 15 times?
No.
Alright.
That would have been hilarious.
Oh, Jesus.
But when we're singing that song, we were just singing.
Yeah. Wait, really?
Yeah. When we went to bed finally, you didn't really go to bed, you just lied on the bed upside down. So like your feet were on your pillow and your head was down by the bed.
Yeah.
And we were singing that.
Usually, my go-to song when I'm like really fucked up is "What Is Love," and like, yeah, and then like,
weren't you listening to that this morning?
I listen to it like every morning.
Is that your morning mantra?
Yeah, but like no, so like, well, me and my brother, like for one of my brother's birthdays, I don't think it was his 21st, but for one of my brother's birthdays. We went to the liquor store, and then I got a whole bottle of Jose Cuervo, and he got whatever he was drinking, and we drank pretty much the entire bottle, and he's just like, we're just sitting on the couch, drunk off our ass, and like we were holding up our glasses like this, like we were doing a cheers, and for like 3 hours, like all we were doing, like, what is love, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more, like on repeat for like 3 hours, and then I think eventually we passed out. Like I remember that I didn't black out doing that, but I remember I was still drunk off my ass, but I remember that like minute for minute. It was like we were doing that legit nonstop for like 3 hours, just sitting on the couch. Well, again, with our hands raised like this, like we're about to do a toast, and for 3 hours, just baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. And it's just like for 3 hours, that's all we were doing, nonstop. And then eventually we just passed the fuck out and just like slept on the couch. My dad comes downstairs in the morning. There's fucking liquor bottles and beer bottles everywhere and fucking shot glasses and stuff. And my dad's like, "Did you guys have a fun night last night?" And we woke up and fucking hung over. God, that was so fun. Like, this is why I like hanging out with my brothers, because like I can drink as much as I want. I know I'm not gonna get in trouble. The only trouble I have to worry about is like if my dad yelling at me in the morning, or Haley yelling at me in the morning. But then again, if I'm at my dad's house, then like I can either crash there for the night and I don't have to drive home, or something else, and it's just like I don't have to worry about the repercussions until the next day. It's great. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun.
All right, I think I'm gonna head out now.
Yeah, no.
You should accompany me so you can grab the parking pass.
Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting for this. I'm waiting for this green bar to go across, because that means Elgato's done processing, and then I have to edit this shit. This will be really easy because all I have to do is slap a background over it, because I can't upload it as is because it's just a raw audio file. I have to have a video to it, but because it's nothing but audio, it's gonna take like 2 minutes to render, which is great. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the stop.